Underground music videos today are filled with color, experimentation, and boundary-pushing visuals that influence the mainstream. Some are filled with maximalist aesthetics that showcase the mind of the auteur. And there's some that go deep into minimalism, which kind of bring you back to more nostalgic times. The underground today is filled with creatives that are shaping what a generation looks like. But to understand how everyone got here, we have to look at the guy who arguably kickstarted everything. Cole Bennett, the founder of Lyrical Lemonade, and arguably the most influential hip-hop music video director of the modern era, was just a kid from a small town outside of Chicago who started Lyrical Lemonade as a high school blog, with his mom coming up with a name and giving him her old video camera.
My mom actually came up with the name. Speaking of mom, my mom actually came up with the name Lyrical Lemonade. I have a name for it, so I was sitting in the kitchen with my mom bouncing ideas back and forth, and I remember she said Lyrical Lemonade, and I was like, I don't know about that, Mom. And I was like, wait, that's perfect, that's it.
Similar to how most music video directors get started, he drove into the city and shot free music videos for local rappers, editing the videos in his basement and uploading everything to YouTube. If you notice Cole's music videos, he has this distinct style where he would draw over the video and create effects with those drawings. He would also do a lot of masking effects, experimenting with the color of the environment. And because of that, his network got bigger and bigger, shooting mini documentaries with Lucky before he blew up. But Cole's big break was the music video Hit 'Em With It with Famous Dex, which was his first video to hit 1 million views. And because of this growing popularity, Cole became the go-to guy for music videos, not only in Chicago, but for the underground, working with Lil Pump on his come up, Ski Mask the Slump God, and Lil Skies. All videos incorporating Cole's. If you had a music video from Cole Bennett, chances are that you'd probably blow up as an artist. People actually credit Cole as the reason why a lot of these artists blew up today. But he wouldn't stay exclusive to the underground, moving on to bigger pastures, working with the mainstream in NBA YoungBoy, Young Thug, and Eminem. But Cole's influence is still felt today, with modern music video directing and editing having the DNA of Cole Bennett. And if you want to make videos like Cole, you could start simple. Use whatever camera you already have. Pick a signature trick from Cole's videos and repeat it until you kind of find your own style. While Cole was popping off, Haji World was doing just about the same thing, but in his own style. In the streets of New York, having mirrored shots mixed in with rotoscope subjects, which is a style that would greatly dominate the scene in 2026. Haji World's also known as Haji Films, Ogg's go-to guy for videos. At the same time, Ogg had a certain style in their DVD tapes that people in the future underground scene would take great inspiration from. Being a multidisciplinary artist, Haji often used unconventional ways of editing in his films and music videos. And at a time where high production cinematic-like visuals were taking over the entire industry, Haji was a guy who was using low fidelity visuals mixed in with a special brand of VFX that made everything pretty fucking special. Haji was one of the pioneers of a music video director, not just being a music video director. Haji's a visual artist, painting on walls, canvases, and showcasing his emotions through art. But his impact is greatly known for his videos, whose DNA you might see in a lot of your favorite artists today. So here's what you can steal from Haji. You don't need an insane budget or fancy gear. Creative editing on a shitty laptop or on your phone works all the same. Which brings us to the 2020s, a world fully shaped by the DNA of Cole and Haji. The 2020s would see a great shift in the way music was made, and subsequently, visuals followed along with it. Dotcom Nirvan was making music videos with Atlanta's underground scene. Nirvan was working with pioneers of today's scene, directing videos for Baby Goyard and David Shoddy. Nirvan's style was also heavy into VFX. Something unique that Nirvan often did was creating illustrations or 3D models of the artists that he featured in his videos. But Nirvan's big break came when he started directing music videos for Slay World, doing the video Kickback for Can Can. And there was someone in that video that would go on to give Nirvan his biggest video ever. Nirvan worked on videos with Prime Noah Oliver Smith, making Yaya and Trenue. I think it's pretty safe to note that around this time, music was becoming more and more experimental, as past Whole Lotta Red, a lot of different elements in underground rap music were mixing together more and more. And because of that, videos were getting more and more creative with The Toxic Lifestyle, creating music videos and worlds for people like Che and Osamason before their come-ups, having music videos directed by Tycho, even making music videos for Jades before his musical and stylistic shift. also being partially responsible for the reason Che and Osama-san blew up. But Osama-san's visual identity is often characterized by two people, GK and Stan Smith, who I should probably make my own separate video about. Stan isn't your traditional music video director. He often uses mixed media in his videos that won't necessarily make you comfortable, but would definitely make you think. Stan and GK started working with Osama-san during his Flex Music rollout, using a lot of overlays and graphics in their footage. But one thing about Stan and GK's visuals is they often reflect both their mental state and the mental state of the artist they're editing for. They also tend to tell the viewer a bunch of life lessons. And what I think their best work is called Jump Out, a short film by GK and Stan Smith. But another set of directors that would take over the current underground and also work with Osama is Noah So Cold and Gavin Matson, aka Poppy Gavin, who helped shape the VFX, GFX, and visuals of most underground artists with the iconic video Miley Cyrus. But it was actually Bay that will be the first video on Che's YouTube channel that Noah and Gavin worked on together, with visuals both reminiscent to the early 2010s and 2000s and maximalist VFX. However, the song that would really change everything was Pizza Time. One of my music video clients often use this as a reference to how I should do their VFX and visuals for their music. Noah and Gavin's style would reach beyond Che, doing music videos for Molly Santana and Lucy Bedrock, and their style would inspire a whole new generation of VFX and GFX artists. Noah and Gavin would also work with Stan and GK, making the video Hellraiser with Che and Osama-san. Most underground creatives tend to be friends, working together with various projects. One thing about making music videos in 2026 is that people are leaning to a more high-fidelity, cinematic feel to their videos that tends to establish a world. One notable example of this is Nate Hirsch, directing videos for artists such as Lucy Bedrock and Slash Pharrell. And one thing that's distinct in this current age of music videos and VFX are effects that bring you back to better times, most prevalent within the editor Hiveout's work, making music videos for Slayer and paying homage to the 2000s and 2010s, referencing stuff that we grew up with. But one distinct feature in today's scene are artists that direct and edit their own music videos. This is very apparent in people who make EDM adjacent music in the underground. A lot of these artists tend to produce and do their own vocals in the music, which also in effect make them do their own visuals. Being an editor isn't hard at all. It just takes a lot of time and effort. So if you want to be a music video director or editor, all you need really is a phone camera and any editing software to get your clips together. You can even be an editor off CapCut. The hard part is making something that's creative from what you have. I personally am inspired by all these directors and have even been making music videos for other people myself. So if you ever feel like the art in the underground has become better and more creative, you might just look at these guys, see how they came up, and take a thing or two from their processes. I'm Murdoch, and if you want a music video edited by me, all you have to do is message me on Instagram.